This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. A Penobscot Nation language teacher and a university professor are publishing a bilingual book of Penobscot tales in English and modern Penobscot notation. They're hoping to revitalize the language. Laura Ross-Brown-Tellum reports.
A member of the Penobscot Nation in Maine is trying to save the tribe's native language before it's too late. Carol Dana is publishing a bilingual book with University of Maine professor Margot Lukens to help preserve the Penobscot language. In the new year, they'll release They Remember Me Still, which includes 13 traditional tales about the tribe's cultural hero, Gluskabe, both in Penobscot and English. Dana explains the Penobscot Nation in Maine no longer has any fluent native speakers of its language.
The native speakers that had it from birth are gone. They were gone 10, 12 years ago. I've just been on this journey of trying to save Penobscot language. It's been quite a road, 50 years.
Dana says she heard the language from her grandmother and tribal elders, although her parents didn't speak it at home. She studied how to teach Penobscot in college and now does so on the reservation. The University of Massachusetts Press will publish the book, along with online audio recordings from Dana and other Penobscot speakers. Margot Lukens says the Penobscot language is at risk of extinction today because of strong attempts to kill it in previous decades.
There have been a couple of generations of people whose use of the language has been interrupted by such things as the boarding school experience and the experience of Maine public schools really not being tolerant of any language except English.
For Dana, it's important that the book is used by Penobscot people, young and old, and particularly in primary school. Beyond saving the language, she also finds the stories inspiring.
A lot has happened to us throughout colonial history, but our stories speak of great power, and that's why else I do it, because we internalize the suppression. We take it on. We got high suicide rates. We need to stand strong, and this is our stuff.
Dana and Lukens have modernized the stories, which are centuries old. Connor Quinn, the only linguist specializing in Penobscot language, also helped them with translation of the original collection of tales, published in 1918. I'm Laura Ross-Brown-Tellum.
People on tribal lands across the central and northern plains are starting to recover from a huge winter storm. Some locations saw up to a foot of snow in 3 days. South Dakota Public Broadcasting's Gary Ellenbolt reports the snow is being followed by dangerously cold temperatures.
Every highway in South and North Dakota is covered with snow, ice, or a mixture of the two. Those states were on the northern end of the huge storm that brought tornadoes and thunderstorms to Texas and Oklahoma and heavy snowfall from Colorado and Kansas to Minnesota. The low-pressure system is moving to the east today. Kyle Weiser with the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, says very cold air will follow the storm.
You know, it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride out there. We're going to stay cold through Saturday. Temperatures will start to rebound to Saturday night into Sunday. High temperatures actually getting up around freezing on Sunday, maybe even close to 40 out in central parts of South Dakota. Going to be fighting a little snow cover out there, so may not quite get there. And then Monday night, a really strong cold front comes pouring in from the north. Wind chills will start to tank, falling temperatures through the day, and we may struggle to see a high above zero on Tuesday. So very cold for the new year.
Some parts of the plains received as much as a foot of snow in the storm. Wind gusts of up to 60 miles an hour made travel nearly impossible at times. For National Native News, I'm Gary Ellenbolt.
And I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced at the Annenberg National Native Voice Studios by Kawanak Broadcast Corporation. Funding is by Odawi Law Group, provider of Indian law solutions, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, with support from the Public Radio Satellite System.
Support by the Sisseton, Wahpeton, Oyate Tribes, Dakota Western Corporation, and SWO Plastics. Commercial strength trash bags from 3 to 65 gallons for industrial use by casinos, the IHS, and more. DakotaWesternCorp.com.
Support by AARP. AARP creates and connects people to unique tools and programs, helps conserve personal resources, and tackles issues that matter most to individuals, families, and communities. More at aarp.org.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.